Immediately after taking office as the top U.S. diplomat, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo told his Turkish counterpart that the United States is seriously concerned over Turkey's decision to buy S-400 surface-to-air missile batteries from Russia. A senior U.S. official said Pompeo and Mevlut Cavusoglu met on the sidelines of a NATO meeting. The secretary underscored the seriousness of U.S. concerns if they, as in Turkey, go ahead. He asked Cavusoglu to closely consider NATO interoperable systems.
This purchase of the missile system from Russia, as opposed to buying something from the U.S., shows that they're concerned that the United States might not be taking their concerns seriously. Turkey is prepared to go as far as they have to in order to make their interests known to the United States. I mean, it's no secret there have been conflicts between the United States and Turkey, who have been longtime allies inside of Syria, protection for groups that have damaged Turkish interests.
The U.S. says the reason why it opposes Turkey's plan to buy the missile system is that S-400 is not compatible with NATO's defenses. Both the U.S. and Turkey are members of the Western military alliance.
Well, frankly, it's a big deviation from their standard system of defense that's integrated with NATO. This integration is a major part of the alliance among all these different countries. But I think what's significant here is the fact that Turkey is going to be purchasing something from Russia and not from the United States as it has traditionally been. This certainly signifies a shift in Turkey's desires, that they are moving away from that of the United States. And this has largely to do with the conflict inside of Syria and their concern over Kurdish groups inside the country who have been known to attack Turkey.
Turkey has felt growingly alienated in NATO after decades of membership in the organization. Ankara is angry at the US, a major member of NATO, over its support for Kurdish fighters in Syria, whom Turkey consider as an offshoot of the PKK militant group. Turkey is also angry at NATO itself because the alliance did not give in to Ankara's demand for help in propping up militants fighting against the Syrian government. Turkey has since been expanding ties with Russia.
I think that the plan could very much undermine its position within NATO. How integrated could their missile systems be if they start purchasing missile systems that the United States has already said is not compatible with their own global missile systems that are designed to stop incoming attacks? This would make it very difficult for Turkey to cooperate with NATO on a much larger scale, perhaps the much larger scale that the NATO agreement was originally intended to deal with, like in the Soviet Union.
Some believe the S-400 deal symbolizes the deteriorating relations between Turkey and NATO. Despite warnings from NATO, both publicly and privately, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan finalized his decision to upgrade his country's air defense with a $2.5 billion investment in the S-400 missile system. Moscow is taking advantage of the rifts between Ankara and the organization. Russia has made each and every effort to develop ties with Turkey. It's unclear if the deal between Turkey and Russia has passed the point of no return. Even if that is not the case, it will be very difficult for NATO to regain the trust of Ankara. It seems that Turkey no longer sees the Western military alliance and its members as reliable allies.